welcome to Shuffle, podcast where we love music. My name's Paul.
I'm Mark.
And we've just been to a gig, and we thought we'd do a quick review, didn't we?
Yeah, we're in Manchester at the moment in a QPark.
Yeah, lovely QPark actually.
Yeah, thought we'd do a post-gig reaction.
Yeah.
Instant reaction.
So the gig we've been to is a band called Peach Pit. I think they're a Canadian band. The gig was in the O2 Ritz in Manchester. I mean, first things first, that venue is something else, isn't it?
Probably our favourite venue really to go to for a gig, isn't it?
Yeah, as soon as I see someone in the Ritz, like, I get quite excited for that.
Yeah.
And to be completely honest, when I saw these tickets were released, I didn't think they'd be able to fill it. I don't know whether it was just my perception of Peach Pit or not.
Yeah.
But I just didn't think that they were that kind of level. I thought it'd be like not O2 Academy, the Manchester Academy.
Yeah.
But no, they absolutely smashed it. People
Yeah,
go mental for them.
Very big following.
Really, like,
really,
devoted fan base, wasn't it?
Impressive.
This was just a really, really fun gig in such a great venue.
Yeah.
The sound was really, really great. I mean, we were like in the gods. We were top of the balcony, right at the back, and it sounded great to me.
Yeah, really good.
So I mean, that venue is just.
Yeah, we didn't see any support acts. We got there sort of just in time for Peach Pit.
But driving around Manchester.
Yeah.
Anyone that works for Manchester City Council, sort the driving around Manchester, please, because it's just a nightmare, isn't it?
It's woeful.
Yeah.
Parking is just dreadful as well, but yeah. We got there in the end.
So yeah, we weren't fortunate enough to see any of the support acts, but we had such a good time watching Peach Pit. They were really, really, really good.
Yeah, they were a pretty new band to me. I know you mentioned them like a few months ago when you bought the tickets, and I had a listen to a few of the tracks then, but I hadn't really continued to listen to them until this week really, and I'd sort of delved into them a bit more and listened to sort of their average set list on Setlist FM.
Yeah, that's
But they seem to do like quite a different one every night, so I was like, I'll just get the average one then.
Yeah.
It's quite good, that website, if you ever want to see what bands are doing. But and I really enjoyed it. I don't know why I've not really given them the time of day before really. They're sort of right up our street, aren't they?
They really are right up our street, yeah. Like, and to be honest, I've been kind of the same. Like, they've always just, like, maybe for the past 2 years, they've just been there. Like, I've just known about them. It's not really like I've sought them out. I think, genuinely, like one of their main songs, Black Licorice, that came up on one of my Spotify Discover Weekly sort of things, and that's how I found them. It wasn't through any, like, social media or anything like that. It was just through Spotify's Discover Weekly that I found them about 2 years ago. I thought, well, these are really, really good. And did a kind of a similar thing where I've kept abreast of everything that they've done, but I've never really like dove into it head first, if you know what I mean. And it surprised me tonight how kind of rocky they were.
Yeah, they definitely came across differently live than on record. I think they were a bit more sort of garagey, maybe a bit more chilled out. I thought I got the vibe, but yeah, as you say, it's a lot of energy on stage, wasn't it?
Yeah. So if you haven't listened to Peach Pit, they're very surfer, stoner, like skater rock, it's indie, really, isn't it? It's skater indie, stoner indie, and the bandiness of them is definitely played down in the recorded tracks, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Which is an interesting tactic.
Yeah. Because,
they have like wailing guitar solos and it's all very guitar based.
Yeah.
But it's on recording, it's a lot more chill, as you say. Yeah. Which is an interesting thing, really, because live it was kind of blew me socks off a little bit in the first couple of songs. Yeah. I wasn't expecting them to be that kind of raucous, if you know what I mean.
They had mosh pits and everything, didn't they?
Yeah.
Which sort of, as you sort of mentioned in the gig, that they happen at any gig now, don't they? Even if it's like a quite a soft act, people will find an excuse to. And they're not mosh pits how they kind of like, listen to me, they're not a mosh pits how they kind of used to be. It's a very forced, let's all stand in a circle, like.
alpha teenage male, let's push people away and all this. It just looks odd to me when I see them now. Whereas I feel like it used to be a lot more natural, and you'd have maybe pockets in the crowd of just messiness, really. And now it's a very structured thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
but I mean, that's just me being old.
It's mainly just jumping, really. When we were started going, there wasn't really the circle pit. Well, obviously for like heavier acts it was, but I
feel like it's kind of crept in, doesn't it? Yeah.
It used to just be the sort of,
and it just feels really forced and weird to me.
Yeah, but you know, we're a bit too old for that, I suppose. At the minute.
We are, definitely. Yeah. I think I'd lose my glasses. I think that's happened to us both a few times, hasn't it?
Yeah, but no, I was really impressed with them, and you know, really easy to sort of get into, wasn't it? And,
oh yeah, definitely.
You mentioned sort of our influences growing up, or like the initial bands like that we started getting into. I don't know if you want to name a few of them.
Well, like the Thrills, Rooney, who were like they kind of didn't really, they were very small, then had like one massive hit, then disappeared.
That sort of
Californian indie sort of garage indie sort of stuff in the very early 2000s was like stuff we really started listening to, wasn't it, when we got into music, and this is such a, it's just pumped full of that kind of influence.
Bit of a throwback.
Kind of Phantom Planet-y, but less moany. His voice is brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's one thing I thought tonight was like, even live, like his voice was just, it was like his voice was the record and the rest of the band were live, if you know what I mean. He was just absolutely on it, and they had kind of a multi-instrumentalist with them. On stage, he was kind of like guitar, violin, piano, tambourine, like everything. He played everything, didn't he? And he was so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, a good time was had by all.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd say. If you haven't watched, if you haven't listened to Peach Pit, do. And if you haven't seen them, try and see them, because it was very, very good. Right up our street, and just had a really good night at the O2 Ritz in Manchester.
Yeah. So we're back anyway with the music podcasts. I guess we felt that was our forte, really, wasn't it? And you know, we've tried a few different things, but we settled on a music podcast now. So if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, obviously hit subscribe, hit like, keep up to date with all the goings on in the music industry. We'll try and cover as much as we can. We've got a few festivals coming up.
We're going to kind of do a few like reviews, previews, and all this kind of stuff. But we want to try and do kind of instant reaction to gigs when we've been to them and stuff as well. And I mean, like we go to these things anyway, so we may as well kind of document what we're doing. And it's a laugh at the end of the day, isn't it? So if you did like it, subscribe. If you didn't, see you later. Don't really care. Leave us a negative or whatever. I don't care.
Troll us.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? That'd be hilarious. Best one wins. But yeah. Have a good night. Listen to Peach Pit, and we'll see you next time.